Is learning English grammar necessary for learning to speak English? My answer to this question is both no and yes. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be dividing the video into two parts. First, I'm going to be talking about the no part, why I say it is not necessary. And then part 2, we're going to be talking about why it is necessary. And part 2, that is yes, has 3 things that you can start with if you want to work on your grammar. Let's start by talking about the no part, why I feel learning grammar should not stop you from speaking English, why you can start speaking in English without having to learn much of grammar. And the answer is very simple. You don't have to focus too much on learning grammar part. It's because it's going to paralyze you. You will always feel this urge to have the most perfect tenses, the most perfect sentence construction, and it is going to paralyze you. Every single time when you have to open your mouth and speak English, it's going to be very overwhelming for you because you'll be too concerned with not making mistakes, because of which you will probably make way too many mistakes than you otherwise would have made. So I have always told you this. Even in my English speaking course that I just launched, this has been my focus area. I've told you not to focus too much on grammar, okay? Because as I just told you, it's not going to help you. It's going to do more harm than it is going to help you. Exactly for this reason, you should not focus too much on grammar. So do not go into the theory part too much. Let learning grammar be a byproduct of you learning to speak English. Okay, so you speak more English. When you speak more English, you're going to automatically learn your grammar. It's like a byproduct, as I just mentioned. It's something that will happen naturally when you're learning a language. Anything in the beginning is going to be tiresome, it's going to be challenging, it will require some effort. But on the way of doing so, you're going to learn so much, because that's how we human beings are. It will enter your muscle memory, okay? It will enter your mind and it will get polished over time. Now let's get to part 2, where I say, yes, you should learn grammar. Why it is a yes? It's simple. See, it's not something either a no or a yes. Either you don't focus at all or you focus too much. So either you choose a no or you choose a yes. It's not a choice. What I'm saying is that my underlying principle of speaking English will always be that do not focus too much on grammar. Do not focus too much on not making mistakes. Avoid all that, okay? Feel free to make mistakes. But at the same time, if you are speaking a language, let's take example of Spanish. If I have to speak Spanish, I will need some basic, very few rules to construct my sentences, right? And that is where I say that a little bit will go a long way. So just focus on learning a little bit, okay? The minimum that you need to construct a sentence. You don't have to be flawless. It's okay to make mistakes, but only a little bit, so that if I have to speak Spanish, I will have to know a little bit of the grammar of Spanish. Only then will I make 10, 15, 20% sense if I'm speaking Spanish. Otherwise, nobody would understand me, okay? So that is where I say yes, but this yes is not overriding my initial no. It's not overriding, okay? You don't have to make a choice between the two, okay? The no, the part where I say you don't have to focus too much on learning grammar is going along with you focusing a little on learning the grammar part, improving your grammar side by side. And that's why I call it the byproduct. I say that it's a byproduct. You learn it while you're speaking, okay? And that's how it improves. So you've got to focus a little bit on basics, okay? Just a few basic points should be clear. And for that, a great help could be a video of mine that I did just a few days ago. The link of that video is lying in the description of this video. But first you have to watch this video and then you can go to that video. Okay, so let's continue. Unlike kids of native English speakers who learn English as their first language, it's their mother tongue, they are exposed to too much English around them the moment they are born. It's everybody speaking in that language, because of which it becomes a part of the environment. And when you have certain something in your environment, your learning becomes way too automatic, and you don't have to lay any extra stress on learning to do that thing, because of which they naturally learn English without learning the rules of grammar, without learning any nitty-gritties that are involved in the language. They don't have to go into those details at all. Okay, they learn it naturally because it's a part of their culture, it's part of their environment. It's very easy for them. You do not have the privilege of making thousands of mistakes, because on them it looks very cute, because they are cute kids. They can make as many mistakes they want. But with you, that won't be the case, because if you would make those mistakes, it won't look cute to you, to others, and I don't think it's gonna work for you that way. It's not gonna look cute on you. So yes, for you, a little bit focus on learning grammar would be good. And the 3 things that I told you right at the beginning of the video, the 3 things that you can start with: 1, tenses; 2nd, sentence construction; and 3rd, prepositions. So these are the 3 things that you can start with if you are just putting some effort into this direction of improving your grammar. Okay, now to sum it all up, if I have to just put it in one sentence, I'd say that learning grammar beyond a basic level is not necessary. Let yourself speak more and more of English. Let English seep into your subconscious. Okay, let it seep into your muscle memory. Let it become a part of your muscle memory. Let it become natural to you. Okay, and that way you'll be picking up more of the rules even without knowing it. You wouldn't even know that about yourself, and you'll be learning. It's like a process. It's a long process and it's time consuming, but you don't have to make it difficult for yourself. Enjoy the process. If you really want to do well in this domain, if you really want to have fabulous communication skills and fabulous command over English, learn to enjoy the language. Okay? There is no harm in accepting that I love to speak in this language. I love it. I really do. So yes, it's okay. Accept it. Learn it. It's just like any other skill. The way you learn any other skill, this is just a skill because it's really necessary in the career path, wherever you travel, whatever you do in your life, this is going to serve you. So first you'll have to serve it, and then it is going to serve you. So that's all about it in this video. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. I hope you found your answer. If you did, you have to let me know in the comments. Okay, I'll see you. Bye-bye.